morning. This is the meeting of the Council on Aging for November 19th. We're gonna open the meeting at 9:07, so good morning, everyone. First on the agenda, I'd like to say that Patrick Blake is an excused absence this morning. So we'll go right to the agenda, which is reviewing the minutes of the September 17th meeting. Have you guys been able to look through this at all?
Yep. We are the council on aging, yes. Yep.
I make a motion to accept September 10th.
Do you have a second?
Yeah. Whatever.
All in favor, accepting the minutes as presented?
Aye.
Next on the agenda, the stats for September and October.
We did really well. August is on here too. I'm not sure if she did it for comparison, but she did them, so we'll do it.
Okay.
We had 398 people as opposed to 370, so the air conditioning really is a better benefit.
Yeah.
September, we had 412. Last year, we had 370. October, we had 474. We had 464 last year. We did have some new people because we had the health fair. We had 72 people plus all the vendors. We had flu shots. We had the Girl Scouts coming to dedicate the walls. That was 16 new people, and the flu shots was 23. And then new to the center, August we had 7. September we had 57. October we had 21. And 30 of them from September were the health fairs. That's why the 57. We've gotten quite a few new people calling or joining pretty much every day, which is really nice. So, and we had, quite a few nice programs. In October, we had the Smile Day, which was a lot of
That
fun.
was a lot of fun.
We had a pancake breakfast with the chief and our selectman, Kevin.
Thank you, Chief, for
Yeah,
doing that.
that was a lot of fun. Everybody enjoyed that.
We really
Social
enjoyed it.
Center.
Yeah. We'll definitely be having breakfast again soon. We had lunch with Cornerstone. They came in and talked about bullying, which was a very good program.
Oh, yeah.
They brought us a lovely lunch. We did cake decorating with the girls from the high school. And we did pumpkin painting with the Sunshine Club, which was a lot of fun.
It
Yeah,
was.
gingerbread house is coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can leave you here now and you can start and then maybe you'll be finished.
Just a little OCD, sorry.
So we really did quite well. We're really continuing to, grow, which is really nice.
Programs November, December.
So, we had, kept November a little bit quiet because I was on vacation the first week, Sandy was on vacation the second week. But we did have Robin Putnam last week in from the state to talk about holiday fraud. We are having the emergency preparedness class today because we had to reschedule it from last month because the speaker was sick. And we have Tri-Valley coming in next week to do a lunch and to talk about SNAP benefits for people who don't know that they might be eligible to receive the SNAP, which is food stamps, so to speak. There's different guidelines for seniors. And we had, what did we have yesterday? We had fuel assistance for new people yesterday, which was, they upped the amount for one single person. It's like $37,360, which is a really good amount because most people are single and not having just that amount. So
Right.
fuel assistance, new applications was yesterday, and she had quite a few people that came in. So we were really happy about that. So, and December, we have our holiday party on December 5th, and we're having lunch and learn with the chief on the 12th. We have a couple other programs that are coming in and out. We're gonna be starting line dancing on the 19th. We have a really good sign-up sheet for that, and multiple other things. We also started our pen pal program. We got a couple little skips with it. Unfortunately, one of the seniors had written a letter and one of the girls that was in that program is not in the program anymore, so we've had to do a little switcheroo. And one letter didn't show up, and I'm not sure if it's because I think the child was out sick. So, but everybody got their letters, and they were really excited about them, and they they had a good time writing them. So our next letters will go out December 1st. And they are to talk about Thanksgiving and holiday traditions. We're leaving it at holiday because we're not really sure of how everybody celebrates. So hopefully we'll have that all squared away at the end of the week and rematch some people back up with other people. But it's been fun.
Yeah, I bet it has.
Yes.
All right, the new newsletter, which is exciting.
The new newsletter went out as our magazine style, and we had quite a few sponsors in it. They did really great with the advertising. The woman that came in, Susan, really got every business to be able to sign up for it. I love the format of it. Jen is more proficient than anybody else with it because she has spent a lot of time with it. And but myself, Sandy, Katie, and Jen are all trained on it. It went off without a hitch. I put it in on Thursday. On Monday morning we come in, it was here. Well, the problem that we're having is we're using the Our Ladies from the Senior Tax Work-Off, and it is extremely thick, so it is very, very difficult to fold, and if it's not folded exactly properly, then we can't put the tabs on it to send it through the bulk mailing.
Okay.
So they took a lot of care in doing it, but like Janet said, she needed a massage after the fact. So I'm trying to come up with some kind of device that I can buy so that when they actually fold them, they can slide it across. We were using rulers, but I think there's gotta be something better. I'm gonna investigate that. I did have the mailing out on October 30th to the post office, but I'm not sure what actually happened because people didn't get them for actually till the end of the next week.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not sure what the glitch was. I know that they took it right away on that date. I don't know why it got held up, but I will, inquire about it.
Couldn't all our seniors help out with that even though they don't have to be on?
Senior worker.
You don't have to be on the senior tax work-off. It's just, this is a
Oh.
job that they do towards the tax
okay.
work-off, but
I
we're
wouldn't
gonna be
help
doing
them.
it every 2 months.
Yeah.
And there's 2,000 of them. So even though Grace and Janet and Francis worked, I don't know how many hours, 18
15
hours?
in all.
Oh, 15
Wow.
each.
Yeah.
They were in here every day just trying to get it out. I will have it sent off for January because of the holidays. The deadline is December 6th. Now it's our second one, so the newsletter format is already in the computer. So all we're doing now is plugging all of our new dates, changing around some pictures, trying to work with different fonts to see what we really like. You know, this is our first edition. So it's very easy. Whereas before, I had to do it, then send it over, then have an editor come back, and then it was a pain. It would take 2 weeks to get it, the turnaround. This, as soon as it's submitted, we get it in 2 days. So we'll have plenty of time to be able to do it. And hopefully we won't have any inclement weather in December, and we'll be open, and,
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind helping this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep, and I think
'Cause I
where we're
saw
doing
that
it every
there
2
was.
months, it's a lot. I mean, it
Yeah.
probably took her 2 weeks to get past doing it the last time. And before you know it, it's gonna be here again.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about it. We received a tremendous amount of response from it. I think we probably had like 10 shine calls last week when I was here. So people did get it and they did read it. And we have seen a lot of new faces as a result of it, so.
What's the cost of that?
The cost is, the newsletter is 100% free. All I have to do is pay for the postage. So before, we were paying, a few grand a year to have the newsletter done bi-monthly, because it was about $300 to make the newsletter. And that was only based on 1,200 newsletters. Then depending on postage, because of what the price is, the bulk mailing. So it was costing quite a bit, and that's why we went down to the 4 times a year?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're able to have it every 2 months. We don't have to pay for it. All we pay for is the postage, so I can afford to do it. And it's still, it was only, I think it was $350 to do it. So it's about $1,200 a year, which is a lot better than it was
Yeah, it
before.
much cheaper.
Right.
That being said, if LPI gets more sponsors than they actually needed to fund the newsletter, then they will gift us back the money
Wow.
at the end of the year. And everybody signs up on the contract for a year.
Yeah.
So or some of them are 2 years, so they do know kind of what the money is gonna be in advance. So I'm really excited about it. I think changing the name, a lot of senior centers are doing this now, and changing the newsletter has put us in a different category, for sure. I
Yeah.
think those were two really positive things that we could do, so.
Yeah, I
We're
agree.
excited about it.
All right, the Girl Scout Civil Award.
So the Girl Scouts, that raised the money and their troop leaders to be able to do our beautiful house around the office, and they filled our window boxes and they painted the the window boxes. They did this as a project to be able to receive a special award, and they were granted the special award. So the Sunshine Club is going to be celebrating them at one of their dinners that they do at some point during the winter. Invite them in for dinner and acknowledge them with a bigger crowd, because unfortunately they came in just to kind of dedicate it, and it was right after the health fair, and it was at like 5 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah.
So we would like them to be able to get the response of everybody's reaction and what they really thought about it, and you know, what kind of joy it brings to them, because it's been quite a buzz.
Right.
Yes, so we're very excited about that. So we're just waiting for the Sunshine Club to have a dinner, and they will be, you know, probably maybe print up a little certificate from us for them, or do something special for the girls. So we will be working on that.
And the Mass ADA grant,
Oh.
we're just loving the grants lately.
So the Mass ADA grant, that was it was a tremendous amount of work, very well worth it. We received a lot of letters of support, the fire chief, the police chief, the town administrator, Christine, Representative McKenna, Senator Fatman, our nurse Ann, I'm not forgetting anybody. A few of our seniors wrote letters. So we wanted to make kind of a compelling tale as to why we actually needed the grant, especially for the bathroom doors and the flooring, I think are the two most important things, but the ramp also. Adam had written a statement, because the ramp gets all corroded with all the salt, and it's very uneven for people to be able to walk on, so especially if you have a walker or you have a cane. So I'm really, really hoping, fingers crossed. We had a little problem submitting it, but the state was really lovely about it, and they helped us. And Lori Jubert, who is Representative McKenna's assistant, sat here while I had stacks of paper and we were uploading it. So she was a wonderful support for the grant. And we'll find out the first week in December.
Wow.
So fingers crossed. If we get it, we'll be the first one in town to get this grant. We've never had one before. And we are really super excited about it. Matt is really good at trying to find money. So he has pretty much, for all the department heads and for anybody else, trying to get grants to do all of these wonderful things to improve the town.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping it was a lot of work. It was well worth it. And then if we do get the grant, it's going to be a lot of rush to get everything done, because we only have from January to June to accomplish anything.
Oh, okay.
So that being said, if we do get it, we're gonna have to close, which will be okay in January or February, to get the asbestos removed. They have everything moved out into storage pods, and then the flooring will be a joke, because they said it will only take them 2 days if the place is empty and the floor's all prepped.
Right.
And then the bathroom doors won't be that hard. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take to build the ramp. So hopefully we'll be able to reconvene somewhere else, maybe up at the town hall, to still have all of our exercise programs and even the painting programs. I think the only program that will really be affected would be being able to have a lunch. That being said, Tri-Valley would make the concession to put the meals individual and deliver them up to the town hall, or I could pick them up. So we're gonna try to get it all done. If we get it, I don't wanna jump ahead of ourselves, but we got a plan.
Right, and I personally want to thank you for doing this grant. I know the countless hours you put into it, the stress that you had because of it. So fingers crossed we do get it, but just know that we all appreciate what you did.
Well, I like a challenge, not this particular challenge, but it was certainly a challenge. And I was actually happy to do it, because you know, you learn a lot of things along the way. And it was a great learning experience for me. And it will be a really good asset if we get it, so I'm just really hopeful. So,
Which brings us to the state grant.
state grant. So after I finished the ADA grant, I had to rush to kind of get the state grant done and the annual report, because they were also on deadlines for the 1st of November, and this ADA grant was on a deadline for October. So I had about 3 weeks to do those two, which typically take about 2 months to do. So I just scrambled and worked day and night, and I do have a laptop that was bought last year to use for outreach and to use for other things, so I can work from home, and that came in really, really handy. So I'm happy to say that the state grant is out. I received an amazing phone call from Emmett Smarjo, which is the director of the Executive Office of Elder Affairs. He left a really nice voicemail. He was really super happy about the name change, as being the first in the state, and he knows that people are following suit. He liked the presentation of the grant and says that we're doing a terrific job here in Douglas. So, you know, that's everybody, that's not me, that's the seniors that are coming in and all the board members and everybody else who has ideas too. So it was a good reflection of who we are. So for somebody who has maybe 300 or 400 senior centers that he oversees, to pick my grant and personally call me, I thought that was really nice.
Wow, that really was.
So I
yeah.
sent him a nice email, you know, saying how excited I was and that I appreciated his support, so.
The next grant,
Yeah.
cultural council.
So when I finished the state grant and the annual report, the cultural council grant was due. I write that every year to pay for our programs here, that the Sunshine Club will offset, you know, a lot of things. And we do have a little gift account. But the cultural council grant has been really, really good for us because it's been able to allow us to have really interesting entertainment. Not just your typical, you know, not that the guitar plays and the piano plays aren't great, they are, but not being able to have the same thing over and over and over again. And we're very well known for our entertainment. And that grant allowed us to pay for our Irish band. It allowed us to pay for our Valentine's Day show last year. It allowed us to pay for the Smile Day, along with the Sunshine Club. And so we're really hoping, I put in for $1,500, I think. That's what I was awarded last year, so I thought, I don't wanna be greedy. It's, you know, served its purpose, and I know there's a lot of people that are trying to get the grants to be able to enrich their programs, the library and the schools. So I'm really excited about that, and hopefully they will fund us. You know, again, this year they know that we're using it, and they have been to programs, some of the board members, so they know how important it is to our little senior center here, so, or social center. Oh, no, yeah, I catch myself at least twice a week, yeah,
Yep.
social center, so, yeah, we're really excited about that, so I will find out about that. Usually in January or February, they let us know what the amount is, and then you have the year to spend it, so,
Right.
hopefully.
Report of bills, voucher signed.
So we had on our regular grant, on the grant, state grant, we have the Zumba, the Tai Chi, the yoga. We have our per diem employee that was written into the grant. And our postage for our newsletter, that comes out of the grant. And on our regular town budget, we had some office supplies and the phone bill for every month, and that's pretty much it.
Alrighty. Sunshine Club news and events, Pam.
Yes, trying to remember the last time I was here.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, I guess. As Patrice said, we had the pumpkin painting class event, and that was fun. The pumpkins were discounted by Fathomas for us, so that was very generous of them. And a thank you note went out to them. The Oktoberfest dinner we tried planning to orchestrate at the Sokol Club. Did not pan out well, we just couldn't get enough interest developed, so we're gonna rethink of that kind of venue again. We are doing we did have, as you'll see in the newsletter, scheduled a ham and bean supper for the 21st, but the volunteers are doing dinner up at the senior center and people are gonna be going up there, so rather than conflict with that, we're gonna move that and then we'll have the Girl Scouts come in for that. The gingerbread house decorating will be on the 10th of December again. Again, the gal's coming from last year, she donated everything, she's making her gingerbread now for the houses. So we have a sign-up sheet, and we can take 24. She can make 24 houses for us. So we'll do that. And then we'll try to get them some things scheduled for the first of the year. Try our ham and bean supper then. Because at the meeting last Tuesday, they were thinking maybe December 7th. But now that I see the lineup of everything on the table for December, I don't really think we're gonna squeeze it in without making people go crazy. So we'll wait till after the holidays for that.
Alright,
So that's where we are.
alright, well, thank you. So other business, does anybody have anything they'd like to share or?
I do.
What's that?
That's a air conditioning.
A humidifier?
fan. It's just a fan, like an air conditioning
Oh, it looks
temperature
like
fan.
an ashtray.
The Giving Tree has closed, the one that we had previously. The Giving Tree, people see trees around town, it's for seniors. They weren't able to do it anymore due to health issues and space and storage. So a lot of people were really sad to see the program go and have rallied around. So we have a group, a woman named Katie from Uxbridge emailed me, it's gonna be a senior wish list. They are going to be the people that were on our list last year. We call them, they have been specifically kind of vetted based on income, based on what they have or don't have for family and other such. So we will call them and get their wish lists. And Tri-Valley reached out last week. Part of the Giving Tree was people getting gift cards. If you get a gift card to Walmart, you can pick up a prescription, you can get food, you can get clothing, a new coat, you could get lots of things there. And people that are on food stamps, unfortunately, can't get any of the paper towels or toiletries or other things that they would like for their homes. So that was the reason for the gift cards when they started. So Tri-Valley is doing a gift card drive. So on top of somebody taking over the Giving Tree with their wish list, now Tri-Valley will be doing it too. So we have two coming together now, so the Giving Tree will continue on. I'll have the applications in by the end of the week, and then they will deliver everything the week before or right about the Monday, maybe before Christmas. So it's been a really nice program, and the recipients really look forward to it. So I'm really excited about that. And I don't think I can say it.
I know. We would like to announce we did have a passing of a Council on Aging member, Marty Allen. She was a huge asset to this board, to this social center. She did countless hours volunteering down here. Lovely, lovely lady. She's gonna be sorely missed throughout this social center, this board.
Her
I'll let-
painting class.
I'll let Patrice and Pam maybe talk a little bit about her and how special she actually was.
She started the senior enrichment painting class, which was the special seniors from the senior enrichment alternative group. And she spent a lot of time teaching all of them and making them such a part of our center that they actually awarded us an award for embracing them in our community. So that's a really tough loss for them too. They were very saddened. And she served on our board from 2008 until present. So she was a standing force, and we miss her very much. So we're probably gonna do something special.
We will,
Yes.
we will. I really can't talk.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe dedicate one of her paintings with a little plaque and put it in this room, or maybe have like a nice memorial luncheon or something. She chose not to have any services, so we wanna have a Marty Day. So
Yeah.
when we can all get past
Celebrate
it,
Marty, yeah.
we certainly will, because she was a driving force in a lot of things. She was also the inspiration behind the newsletter being changed. And we dedicated the first issue with some of the drawings that she had done. Before we were going with this newsletter, we just had our black and white ones, so to have something put on the front in color really made it pop last spring. And that, in turn, rolled into having the magazine form. So the last two drawings that she did, we thought were fitting for the November, December issue. And that being said, I'm gonna write a letter to the selectmen to move Kent up from alternative to signing, authorizing, board member at their next meeting in December. And I don't know that we need another board member, or do we? We haven't really decided that, right? We can have up to 10? Okay. So we'll work on that, and we'll know something for the next meeting.
She's always very upbeat,
Yes.
smile on her face, even with her health issues, never complained.
No,
I never heard her.
no. Very giving,
Yeah,
very happy-go-lucky.
yeah.
Generous, very generous to to the center, so,
Good teacher too.
yes, yes. It's lovely, lovely, so we are all feeling the tremendous loss. And, you know, we think of her often, so to have something of hers here will be a nice
yeah.
tribute,
Yeah, it will be.
so.
And the
Okay,
Marines, Toys for Tot, are they gonna bring that possibly this year too?
We get it every year, we haven't received it yet. It usually comes in around Thanksgiving time or the first week of December. And then, it's for the teens. I think it was teens that they chose us for, which is nice because there is a lot of Toys for Tots, not a whole lot of stuff for teens.
That's right. Oh, okay.
So, that's what we usually choose to do. So they usually reach out to us usually around the week of Thanksgiving, which will be next week or the first week of December. So we will certainly be participating in anything that they give us because I know that a lot of the people that come in really like to donate to that, so.
all right, the next meeting date. We don't usually do December, do we? We do December?
December, but we usually skip January, February. And we were kind of continuing to go on unless there was inclement weather, so. If I plan a meeting, we'll definitely get a snowstorm.
Right.
Don't plan it then.
Right. I would probably say December 17th, because we're doing gingerbread on the 10th, so this place will be a flutter of activity by 9:15, I'm assuming.
I assume, yeah.
December 17th.
Everyone good with December? We say
December 17th,
17th.
9 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Tuesday also.
Yes.
Did you say 9 at night?
9 at night. I don't know about you, but I'm already at 9 at 9. Because to me, it feels like 10.
Oh, I'd be willing to come.
You'd be here all by yourself.
Can't be with me. We're nice people.
We have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I make a motion. Second.